Hi Pisces, Pisces placements. Welcome to your daily reading. Hope you're doing well. And welcome to Pisces Tarot and Advice. Look what we got today. The Happy Halloween Tarot deck is so cute. And a little creepy, but I think that's just me. But yeah, Happy Halloween if you celebrate. I didn't even realize it was Halloween. I thought it was tomorrow. I'm just lost in time and space, guys. But yeah, I hope you like the new deck. I'm excited to use it. It came just in time. So let's see. We're going to see what's going on for you today. Keep an open mind. Take the messages that resonate. Whatever does not resonate, just kind of let it sit with you. It could be that it's not your message at all, or it could be that whatever we're talking about hasn't happened yet, so that's why we don't know. We might not be sure of what's coming up. So let's see what's going on for Pisces placements today. What do they need to know for their highest good? Pisces placements. What's today about for Pisces placements? Okay. All right, here we go. This is the back. You've got pumpkins and hats and bats, and it's really, I really like it. I don't know why why it wasn't on my radar to buy sooner. Hey, how everything happens when it's supposed to, eh? All right, let's see what's going on for Pisces placements today. Bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. So Sagittarius energy. This could talk about healing, recovery. Could talk about some sort of union or partnership. It could talk about and on about something. So going back and forth on the fence, doing your pros and cons, not sure. Could also be a timing issue. Whatever's going on for you. You're like, okay, I'm waiting for the right time. So let's see. In today's energy, we have the Four of Swords. So this is all about rest, recuperation. Oh, look at that. Yeah, waiting time. Four of Swords at Temperance talks about a wait time. Something you've been waiting for, you've been waiting on, or, vice versa with the roles where they go. If other people have been waiting for you, other people have been waiting for you to make a decision, other people have been waiting for you to do something, or whatever the situation is, okay? What's the challenge? The challenge here is the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands, it depends what the roles where they go, but for some of you, the challenge is you're dealing with a lot of challenges, delays, blockages. You could be dealing with a stubborn person who just does not want to do what they're supposed to do, and it's holding you up, or it's holding everybody up. But the flip side of this is whatever needs to happen here requires your action, requires you to be brave, you to take charge, take the lead, take a step, stand up for this, go for this, speak up, right? So if it's something that you're waiting on, like, okay, when this happens external to me, then I'll do something, right? Or if this happens, or I'm not sure what's going to happen, so I'm not going to do anything just yet. And it's similar because we kind of touched on that energy yesterday as well. And we were saying, listen, this isn't the wait and see time. This is you make it what you want it to be time. Okay, so I feel like if you're waiting on someone, they're waiting on you. And this may blow your mind, right? You're like, no, clearly they're the ones that they're supposed to take the next step. They're the ones to do this. But if you ask the other person, in their mind, they're like, no, I'm waiting on Pisces. Pisces needs to tell me this. Pisces didn't do that. Pisces this and that and the other is with Pisces, right? So let's keep going. What's on the mind? Look at it. Ace of Wands. Hi. This is what we're talking about. Taking charge, taking the initiative, taking the lead, creating, making stuff happen. That's what it's all about. So if you're going back and forth as to should I, shouldn't I, this is telling you, Pisces, it's time for you to do something. Take a step and see what happens, okay? If it's you where you're waiting on something external to you and you feel like you can't move on until that happens, or you get that news, or you get that information, or that person gets back to you, or whatever it is, this is telling you, Pisces, you know enough to get going even without that person, even without that information. Or there's other things you can do in the background. Even if you do have to wait for someone, technically, there's things that you can do, right? But for the most part, the scenario here is you don't need whatever it is you think you need to get started with the situation, okay? You're good. You're good to go. You're good to go. In the foundation, Hermit, Virgo energy. So be mindful of perfectionist tendencies or people. Um, a Virgo energy. Maybe this is the person you're waiting on. This could be an expert, a professional. This, I feel like, Pisces, you're not giving yourself enough credit in a situation. And you're telling yourself, I don't know. I need that person to tell me because I don't know. And the truth of the matter is, Pisces, you do know. You just have to trust yourself to act on what you know. Or this is telling you that person is not the end all be all in this situation. You can do your own research, you know? You don't have to wait for that person. I don't know if you've been talking to someone who's been, I don't know, I see a little bit of like fear mongering where it's like, oh my God, Pisces, this is so complicated and it's so messy. I wouldn't even try. I've done it. I can guide you through it. I wouldn't even try by myself. Like, I wouldn't do it if I were you because, I had to do that and it was just a horrible, horrible mess and I lost time and I lost money, right? You need someone to hold your hand through it, right? But listen, I mean, no offense to that person, but just because they couldn't figure it out doesn't mean you're not going to be able to figure it out. Do you see what I'm saying, Pisces? In the past, we have the Page of Wands. Pisces, you had the idea, you had the inspiration, you had that initial wave of, oh, I should do this. Today, it's time to act on it. Today demands action from you, Pisces. Okay? And you don't need someone to tell you anything. You don't need someone to hold your hand. You don't need someone to even like reassure you that what you're thinking is correct. Give yourself that validation. Give yourself that reassurance. Okay? That's the Seven of Wands. Look, judgment and the outcome. And this is that big judgment call, that big decision. It's happening. Let's do it. Okay? Now, if this is a situation where, put the roles where they go, and everyone has different scenarios in life, because for some of you, if you're dealing with authorities or government or the legal system, or you're waiting on an outcome to a case or something like that, and yes, those are the things you can do, but you can't do what you really want to do until that's wrapped up or until that information comes in or until your passport comes or until your documentation comes. Okay, that's different, but that's, authorities like government, that kind of thing, right? If that's what you're waiting on, it's coming in today with judgment. Okay, so check your mail. But for others of you, this is you making that decision of, okay, I'm going to do this. It's happening. Let's go. All right. Okay, so let's get more clarity for you here, Pisces. Under Temperance, we have the Moon. Yeah, it's cycles, waiting for the right time. And with Temperance on top of your deck here at the bottom of the deck, it's telling you that the right time is when you make it, Pisces. You're being given that free hand of the right time is when you make it, Pisces. Whenever you want to go, that's the right time. Okay? And also the time is now with the Ace of Wands at the top of your reading. Where this is external to you in the sense of you're waiting for documentation or a sentencing or something like that that is physically keeping your accounts frozen, or you know what I'm saying, then that's the wait time of that is coming to a close. You just have to hold your ground, maintain your position with the Seven of Wands, maintain the momentum. Okay, this is telling you don't relax, maintain the momentum. Because even if it is a decision that needs to come to you, this is telling you maintain your momentum because it is coming in. It will come in very fast, and you need to be ready to act and keep that momentum going when this happens, okay? Don't relax. Wait. It's coming, and you're going to have to act fast. All right. How cute are these cards, guys? And I don't say cute a lot. It's not really a word in my vocabulary, but that's what I want to say about this deck. And I quite enjoy it, actually. Hope you like it, too. I might use it again tomorrow. I'm not sure. The shuffle's really nice. The texture's really nice. I might use it a little bit longer. Sue me. All right. Let's clarify for Pisces. Four of Swords in the current situation. The High Priestess. Pisces, this is, again, it's just confirming at this point, okay? You have the knowledge, you have the guidance, you have the resources, you have the know-how. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut feeling. Trust what you believe to be right. Because you are, okay? Whatever this is, it's about you, Pisces. No one else can tell you what you should think and feel and how you should act in a situation. This is about you. And it's really time to, step up and be the lead in your own life, okay? And I know it can be daunting, but it comes with a lot of freedom as well. The Seven of Wands as the challenge. Look at it. We have the Devil. And these are your fears, your insecurities, your doubts, other people, putting things in your head, fear-mongering, okay? Tempting you away from this path, however they do that. That's what you have to overcome with the Seven of Wands. That's your challenge. That's what you have to overcome. That's what you have to get a grip over. Get control over. Your insecurities, you feeling like you don't know enough, like you're not enough on your own. You can't do this alone. That sort of situation. The Ace of Wands on the mind. The Empress. This is Venus energy. And it's following your heart. Okay, she's holding her heart above her head there. For everybody to see. That's what is guiding her. She even has a moon on the crown that they're pointing to. If you can see. A half moon. That's what you need to act on. You have enough to get going. You have enough resources, or you're going to get more resources as you go. It's time to take that step, Pisces. It's really important today. Action, any sort of action towards your goal, towards your dream, towards your plan and strategy. You're going to benefit greatly from it. Okay? Because this is where it's almost like the universe meets you halfway. Not even halfway. You have to do 10%. The universe will do the rest. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like you take action and then abundance comes in. An abundance of people to help you. An abundance of resources. An abundance of feedback and people getting back to you and orders and whatever it is, right? The Hermit and the Foundation. The Wheel of Fortune. It's time to change your mindset. This has to do with you doing something on your own or by yourself, Pisces. Okay? It's a very personal dream, thought, idea, something close to your heart, something you may not even have told other people about. It's like, I want to start a YouTube channel. And that's really what I want to do. And that's what I think about every day. And what would I say? And how would I do it? And what would I call it? And what would it look like? And what kind of pictures would I put on it? What kind of videos would I make? And that's what's been occupying your mind. And it makes you happy when you think about that. And then you think, the devil. But what are people going to say when they find out about it? I don't know. Maybe you're from a very religious family. And it's like, oh my God, they're going to disown me. Or they're going to think I'm crazy. Maybe you work in the corporate world, right? And people look down on this kind of stuff, right? If you wanted to do tarot, if you wanted to do anything esoteric, if or if you just wanted to do knitting videos, what kind of people you're around, they may look down on that and say, that's just silly. But that's not, who cares, Pisces? Like, who cares, really? Seriously. If that's what makes you happy, Pisces, then that's the thing to do. If that what makes what makes your heart sing, that's the thing to do. And that's what you need to take action towards today. Okay? So I don't know if it's starting a business. I don't know if it's starting a relationship. I don't know if it's leaving a relationship. I don't know if it's pursuing a job change or a career change. I don't know if it's pursuing revamping your home altogether, rebuilding something, flipping houses. I don't know what it is, okay? But it's time to put what everyone else is going to say and think and feel about it aside. This is not about them. And do what makes you happy, Pisces. Okay? Page of Wands. Here's the moon. You may have had an idea in a dream. You may have been dreaming about this, and it's starting to feel a little bit like pressure. because you dream about this every night, okay? Or it occupies your waking hours and your sleep hours, okay? There's a lot of signs, symbols, synchronicities that you're getting pointing you in this direction, okay? Again, it's just confirming this is something that you hold close, near and dear to your heart, but you don't talk about, you don't express, for fear of what? Persecution, judgment, what other people are going to say. Pisces, I know it's not, as easy as, yeah, sure, just be who you are and tell people and they're going to have to be okay with that. I know it's not that simple. Well, sorry, it's not that easy. It is simple. We overcomplicate it. But we only have one life, Pisces. So who are you living your life for? You know what I'm saying? You're not hurting anybody by doing this, and it makes you really happy. So what's the problem? Do you know what I'm saying? So let's see, judgment. This is also looking at things, seeing the bigger picture, looking at things from a different perspective, and having that realization moment, having that epiphany moment. What is this about? The Knight of Cups. Okay. And the Three of Wands. Accepting an offer or making an offer. But I like this because it's action. Knights are action and change. And the Knight of Wands. Beautiful, Pisces. And I'm getting chills. I love this. Okay. So, Pisces, today is the day to take action, to either send things out there. Knight of Cups, Three of Wands. If it's a resume, if it's making a phone call, if it's sending a text, if it's sending an application, if it's submitting something, if it's having the conversation, I would like to do this. What do you think? How would how could we make this happen? If it's you walking into a shop and saying, hey, are you hiring? Do you know of anyone who's hiring around here? Right? Anything, any sort of action, Pisces, towards your goal, it's time to get it done. Okay? One step, the rest will follow. For those of you, this is accepting, deciding to accept an offer, to accept an invitation, to accept, the gentle nudge of the universe for you to embrace an opportunity that's in front of you. To look at things from a different perspective. Because I feel like for some of you, you've been telling yourself, again, this perfect, it has to be perfect, okay? The Devil with the Hermit and the Seven of Wands, it has to be perfect. So I don't know if you've been telling yourself or this is what you were told, okay, in terms of what you need, of how to do something, right? Pisces, for you to do what you want to do, this is the process. And you have to do A, B, C, D, down to the letter Q, and then wait, and then do this again, and then do that again, okay? And I would ask you, Pisces, who's telling you that? And just go double check if that's the actual process, if that's their understanding of the process. They may be wrong. If that's what they had to do, so they're just sharing their experience, but they're sharing it as truth and fact. If that's what you have to do, no, that's what they did. That's what they did. That's what worked for them. Things might have changed since then. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. A law might have changed. Some sort of website might have changed. Some sort of portal might have changed. You might have options this person did not have. So all the runaround that they're talking about, it doesn't exist anymore, right? So this is again telling you, don't go off of what someone else is telling you. Go do it for yourself. Go check for yourself. Go ask for yourself, okay? But also, again, if you're waiting for, and this isn't just someone to tell you yes or no, like if they wanted to go for dinner, okay? It's not that kind of level. This is where you're waiting for paperwork, you're waiting for official approvals, you're waiting for official pardons for some of you, you're waiting for sentencing, you're waiting for a ruling. Truly outside of your control, okay? Truly outside of your control. Then that's what's coming in today. There's a delivery that's going to make you very, very happy. Okay, let's get more on this outcome. Queen of Cups, as I say that, make you very, very happy. Queen of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. And this is you deciding to be flexible, to be adaptable, if it's you figuring out whether or not you want to start a business and that's what calls to you, right? This is where you're going, you know what? I'm going to get started. I'm going to create my website, or I'm going to create a product, or I'm going to figure out where I'm going to post my products, or how I'm going to advertise. And I'll put some time and energy, maybe a little bit of money behind that, while at the same time keeping my day job, right? And it's walking that fine line, creating that second stream of revenue, and then building it up over time, but kind of doing both as you go. So you have your safety net, but you also do what your heart calls out to you to do. And you build it up until you're ready to make the transition, to leave the one and just pursue the other, right? It could be that kind of thing. For others of you, this is now you're able to plan an exit. So if you're now able to move, if you're now, you got the job offer, and so now you're planning an exit. Okay, when am I going to give notice? It has to be this many weeks. Okay, what am I going to do with this? How am I going to do that? Finding a place to live, right? Okay, you got confirmation, you got the mortgage, you can buy the place. Okay, let me figure out what my budget looks like. How am I going to do this to ease that transition, right? But you're so happy to accept this or to have this come in, okay? And it's from this point on, it's all about being flexible and adaptable with a transition phase in your life as you're creating your new reality, okay? But I can't tell you how important today is for you to take a step. That's all you have to do today, Pisces. Take a step. But make it meaningful, make it determined, make it confident and hopeful towards whatever your heart is telling you to do. Take a step. Okay? And a lot will happen. A lot will happen. You'll have a lot of feedback. You'll have a lot of things will start to change all of a sudden. You'll start to meet a lot more people all of a sudden. Opportunities are coming in left, right, and center that you did not see before. Because remember, this is a change in perspective. And with the change in perspective comes a change in confidence. And with the change in confidence comes easier manifestation, if you want to look at it that way, right? Oracle energy and advice for Pisces for today. Look at this, Pisces. I'm not making it up. We have worth. You're being asked to honor your worth. You know enough. You're good enough. You have enough. It can be so easy to feel that we aren't good enough. Oh my God, I can't even. Or worthy of happiness. This simply is not the case, however. You are worthy. You have inherent value. It's time to cherish yourself and see your true worth. You don't need someone to tell you. You don't need someone to guide you. You don't need someone to validate you. You don't need someone to understand you or what you're doing. You are enough, okay? Detach. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to, or that has been holding on to you, this devil energy. If you've been holding on to a comfort zone, even though you've outgrown it a long time ago. If you've been holding on or kind of, and by holding on, I don't mean, obviously, I choose to be terrified and scared of making any changes. That's not how that goes. But the holding on to that energy means you only see through that lens. Okay? When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. And again, this is that outcome of, if you want to get there, you have to do this. In this way, in this order, at this time. And so you're thinking, well, if that's what I have to do, I don't have that. I can't do that. I don't have those options. Therefore, that outcome is not possible for me. And that's not the case. That's not the case. Who says that? Like, what? Who are you talking to? Who says that? There's always a way, Pisces. There's always a way. And you wouldn't have this wish, this desire, this drive, this push, and all these signs, symbols, and synchronicities that are at this point driving you crazy, because it's like, what? I see it, but what do you want me to do? Right? For a lot of you, I get that frustration of all the synchronicities. And you're like, I see them, but I don't know what you want from me. What do you want me to do? They're telling you to take action, Pisces. They're telling you to do the thing you've been thinking about doing. to do anything towards that, right? Anything. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's what's been holding you back. Just try it. Try a different way. Try a different route. Experiment. But it's telling you, Pisces, it's in you. You have enough. You're good enough. Stop waiting on other people. Stop waiting on confirmation from everybody else. Stop waiting for other people to validate what you're trying to do or tell you, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Who gives? You know what? If that's what you want to do, then it makes you so happy when you think about it and it inspires you. How can that be a bad thing, Pisces? How do you think that's a bad thing? You know? So it's time to quiet the inner critic and to quiet the outer critics. And today, take a step, any action that's planned or scheduled or completely random, but that's where you're headed and that's where you want to go. So you're trying it to see if it'll take you there or not, right? Any action with your goal in mind. Do that today, Pisces. Okay? And come back and tell me what's happened and what's changed over the next few days. So I really hope this helps. I hope you take advantage of this energy. I hope you love the deck as much as I do. I'll use it again tomorrow. I swear, it's just too good. Have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.